finished school in Irvington High School. So he's saying big ups to
Okay.
him too. Yeah, man. But
Jersey.
yeah. Number one Chief Rocker Jersey, wearing one of the best shows on our network here. Great guy. So now you're moving around the league. You go to Philadelphia. You had a resurgence. I do remember that whole situation because I remember you got into it with somebody because they bridged you or something like that. You hurt your back and then you made a resurgence in Phoenix. Talk to me about that. Playing with Steve Nash and then you start looking like the old Tim Thomas again.
Well, Phoenix was right after Chicago.
Oh yeah.
So I was well rested. I was in shape. I was, doing the necessary things to keep myself, ready for a situation. So when Phoenix opened up, most of the guys was hurt at that particular time.
Right, Mari started.
So I was able to go. Yeah, Stoudemire and Kurt Thomas. Mm-hmm. So I was able to go in and play the last 22 games, and then start the playoff run with the team. So that was, like I said, when Chicago traded from me from the Knicks, I was coming off the books that year.
Oh, okay.
So pretty much I was gonna be a free agent the following year. So when Chicago tried to blackball me out the league by not letting me play and throwing out all these different lies and rumors about me, that kind of threw everything off. But I was able to get to Phoenix and play well there, and that was a good time in '06.
Because if I'm not mistaken, that's when you and Kenyon, if I'm remembering correctly, that's when you and Kenyon Martin had an issue, correct?
Yeah, that was playoffs in '04.
Right.
Knicks Nets '04.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, man. Don't worry. Trust me, the people in Chicago understand it because, according to Brian Windhurst, that was the reason they got rid of Thibodeau because he was told to bench Jimmy Butler. He refused, and the rest is history. So trust me, people in Chicago, we understand what the management is bananas here.
Yeah.
I don't get it. It's just let's not even forget about them, man. Tim, you are almost a prototype. See, I like to tell the younger listeners that stop believing we've never seen this before. Because if I'm not mistaken, you hit like 9 or 10 threes in one game in a row. We're talking about a 6'10 dude with supreme athletic ability, with ball handling skill. And every time we turn on the TV, they telling us, we've never seen this before. And I'm like, are you telling me I've never seen Tim Thomas play? What's going on? How do guys like you feel like that? Because you're the pro. In the league now, you would be one of these $240 million guys. How do you feel about that, man? And I know, I don't mean, are you angry? It's just when you look at it, what goes through your mind?
Play my time. So I appreciate it, man. I love it. I love to see, these big guys stepping out now, shooting threes. And
Hello, Tim? Tim?
Oh,
okay. You must be in a bad place because I didn't hear anything you just said.
Oh, can you hear me now?
I hear you perfectly now. Yeah, I hear you perfectly now.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I was saying I actually love it. I love, seeing these kids now, 6'9", 6'10", handling the ball, shooting the ball. I actually love watching it. I think I was ahead of my time.
Definitely.
But, at that particular time, there was a lot of guys that were 6'9", 6'10", that can handle the ball. I remember a guy that I used to always watch was Detlef Schrempf.
Right.
He was a guy that, is my size, can do a little bit of everything, can post, can shoot it. My idol was Scottie Pippen, so I watched a lot of the things that, he was doing. But, you had a lot of guys that in those 90s, in the golden era, that, can stretch the floor and shoot the ball, handle the ball. That was kind of big. Ben Baker,
Derek
A
Coleman.
lot of guys that, Derek Coleman. So, I was just blessed with the talent.
Yeah, you definitely were. Is it any individual in the NBA that you think brought the best out of you that, like, I couldn't wait to get off, you couldn't wait to get off the bus to play against this guy?
And in the 90s, that was every night.
Oh, yeah, it was.
that was very nice because even though Michael Jordan was who he was and how the Bulls dominated, but when you think about it, there was a lot of teams, East and West, that had great players.
Yes.
So it's not like now when you watch the Rockets play such and such, James is going to get 40 or 50.
Mm-hmm.
You never knew who was going to come out and have a great game because there was so many great players and guys was, it was physical and all that stuff. So, you really didn't know who was going to do what. But, I was just blessed to be able to play in the Golden Era.
My man Chief Rocket just pays you a great compliment. You're a talented young man, talented and classy young man. He says he'll always be a fan. Hey, same, the feeling's mutual, man. I've always been a Tim Thomas fan. Who do you enjoy watching now?
I'll tell people all the time about Kevin Durant.
Oh, yeah. Talk to me about Kevin Durant.
I played against a younger Kevin Durant. A lot of times, me and my buddies would have discussions of if you're starting a team now, who would you take, Kevin Durant or LeBron James? And I told him, I said, I'll follow Kevin Durant because you can't teach size and skill set at that size.
Exactly. That is
LeBron. Yeah, man, don't get me wrong. LeBron is great. He's a team player and all of that kind of stuff. But to have a 7-foot guy be able to handle the ball, shoot the ball, post up, I mean, that's unreal, man. That's unreal. I love watching, everybody, but mainly I love watching Kevin Durant and Anthony Davis. What those guys do is unreal.
I'm from Chicago, so of course I like Anthony Davis. But yeah. But KD, man, he's unstoppable, man. It's just unreal. Now let me ask you this, man. This is my perspective in regards to the quote-unquote super teams. It was okay to create a super team in the 90s when the dudes in the suits doing it. So why is it a problem when Tim Thomas and Derek Coleman and Kenny Anderson get together in the locker room and say, hey, we going to play together? Why? Do you have an issue with that? Or, what are your thoughts on this whole super team thing?
I don't have an issue with it. I mean, at the end of the day, everybody's human. Those guys bleed just like the next man. So, what's on paper still has to be played out.
Exactly.
It really doesn't matter. And for the teams that don't have the super teams, it's a challenge. Especially if you're in the division or the same conference as one of those teams. It's a challenge to want to go, beat one of those teams. So, I think I kind of actually like it because, it gives you that underdog and champion type of, vibe. Like every year, everybody thinks Golden State is supposed to win it each and every year. And then when, the underdog comes out of nowhere and wins, and, more excitement, more drama being brought to the game of basketball. So I think it's, if teams can fit it in their budget, I think it's a good thing.
Okay. Is it possible to beat the Golden State Warriors this year?
Anything's possible. Golden State has been on the ropes the last couple of years with injuries, things of that nature, during the finals because it's such a long season. Mm-hmm. But with all 5 guys healthy, it's going to take a two-team effort from whatever team they're playing in the finals to get that done. The concentration level and the focus will have to definitely be there because you're dealing with 5 guys at any particular time. Any one of them can, really, really hurt you. So the focus and concentration will have to be there. But anything is possible.
I like that answer, Tim, because most people just go, no, there's no way possible. And like when you played and before, anything was possible. We saw the Denver Nuggets take down the Sonics. So that's what I miss that. It's just like the TV continues to tell you, no way possible, no way possible. And the fact that you said that even made me more of a fan of you, man. It's like, look, anything can happen, So,
especially in sports.
Exactly. I'm gonna take 2 steps back and talk about the thing in regards to being an agent. How do you feel about the whole collegiate, the conversation about collegiate players being paid, and should you be able to pick up an agent, and if you go to school, should you be able to pick up an agent and maximize your earning ability while in school?
Yeah, I mean, it's a touchy situation, but we always go back to talking about how much money the NCAA is generating, especially when you look at football games.
Right.
You know, basketball, they make most of their money February, March, April. But I came up with a solution that I think is a great solution to pay college athletes. Just sitting around the table with a bunch of my NBA buddies, and, you know, just talking and trying to hash it out. I think they should pay the parents of these kids per year based off of their status. So if you're a McDonald's All-American, I think they should pay the parent $150K to $200K a year. If you're top 100 or top 50 in the state, maybe they should do like 75 to 50K a year. You know, because and most of the kids that are playing college football, college basketball, are coming from the inner cities.
Exactly.
So the reason why money, or they sign with an agent and the agent is giving whatever, is because these parents don't have it financially. So your kid is good enough to go to a public high school, get good grades, go on an AAU circuit, become a big-time basketball player, leave his hometown or wherever, go to whatever city that college is in, generate $500,000, let's say 20, 30 million for that university in 1 year, and the parents and the kid gets nothing out of it but exposure.
Exactly.
So
I was thinking more along the lines of, and you know, that number is excellent, but I was thinking along seeing how, like, I was looking at it from the same perspective as you. When you're looking at, like, I think the year that Vince Young won the national championship, the University of Texas made $50 million. If you pay, it's 103 people on the team. If you paid everybody $22K, that's $9 million. That's a drop in the bucket, you know. And $22K would help, you know, at that point, it allows Tim Thomas to stay in school and send some money home if necessary, and as well continue to build his brand.
The money will be home already.
Exactly. Well, with your perspective.
Right.
Exactly. From your perspective, yeah, it'll already be there. And yeah, I totally agree, man. It's just, I just don't get it, man. You know, like Chris Webb in that 5'5", well, Jalen Rose said in that 5'5" thing, he couldn't even go out on a date, and he was the man, and he was on the 5'5", and it's just, it's insane to me, man. That's totally insane. Something needs to be done. And like, I had Lynn Elmore on the show, and his perspective was, you can't change the entire system for the 1%. To that you say what?
I say that these universities are generating so much money from each and every sport. It could be swimming.
Right, because then you go to the Olympics, and now that's more money.
Right. I mean, college athletes should be getting some type of pay. I mean, just based off of what the university is getting.
Exactly. It's insane.
Yeah.
Because, like, the NCAA is a non-for-profit organization that's generating big. Because if you can pay NBC, CBS, TNT, USA $1 billion to broadcast the tournament, that means you're receiving at least $5 billion in return. And where is that money going? Maybe not even the institution should pay, or maybe the NCAA should pay the kids.
I mean, some way, somehow it has to get done, because now they just put out the new rule where a team could go to the G League and make 150K.